Hey guys, welcome back to the series all about life skilling. My name is Teddy, and I hope your week in Black Desert has been amazing. After spending weeks to gathering all the ingredients to start making the elixirs, it's time to start brewing the Elixir of Human Hunt that is used for the Elixir of Indignation. For those looking to make the Elixir of Human Hunt, look no further. Grab those Pavla costumes and head to your alchemy tools. It's time to start brewing thousands of Elixirs of Human Hunt. The Elixir of Human Hunt is commonly used to craft the skilled medicine boxes used for the Imperial deliveries, but these can be combined with other elixirs to make the Elixir of Indignation. These are great for mob grinding or just selling on the central market. However, this recipe calls for 1 clown's blood, 4 fortune teller mushrooms, 4 maple sap, and finally 3 blackstone powder. I plan to make at least 6,000 Elixirs of Human Hunt, so this is going to require a lot of fortune teller mushrooms. I've had my workers out here gathering them throughout the week to save me time on having to go find them out in the wild. For the maple sap, I've gone out and gathered it already. I wanted to make sure I had more than enough. Blackstone powder is easy to come by with mining out in pilgrims for the luscious gems. And as for the clown's blood, I just plan to make some. Needing so many elixirs, I'll be using my +4 silver embroidered alchemist clothes to reduce the alchemy time, and the spoonful lightstone combination to further decrease the time needed, so this should go by fast. I'm also using the Trien's tier for the added experience at the cost of the lesser stats and the lack of mastery like my Khan's heart. Because the Marnie's Playground event buffs are active, I picked up the wacky pumpkin buff for the decreased alchemy time and experience. And speaking of quests, I made sure to pick up Liana's weekly to speed up the experience earned, and I want a couple more secret books of Florin. Now with all of that out of the way, here is my alchemy mastery, and I'll be using my supreme alchemy tool. Let's start brewing everything up. Before I start brewing the Elixirs of Human Hunt, I'll have to make the clown's blood needed. For this I'll need 2,108 clown's blood, and the recipe requires 1 spirit leaf, 1 powder of darkness, 1 clear reagent, and normally 2 wolf's blood, but I'll be using the rhino's blood. Having 1 second alchemy is nice and speeds this up tremendously while earning a lot of alchemy experience. I'm curious if there's any other way to go ahead and speed up alchemy other than using a +5 silver embroidered alchemist clothes, but I don't know. Now, if it wasn't for the decreased time, I'd probably be sitting here all day or at least for a couple hours. This has increased how many elixirs I can make and prevents me from spending all day out here in Olivia instead of doing something else. A great idea would be to have a pet that would go ahead and decrease the alchemy time. 1% to 4% decreased time is a lot better than none. And if you guys agree with me with having a variety of life skilling pets, or just ones that'll help out a lot better, comment down below and let me know. With the reduced alchemy time, it doesn't take long to get the clown's blood out of the way, and now with them all done, it's time to get started on the main reason why you've all clicked on this episode, the Elixir of Human Hunt. This is going to take 2,108 clown's blood, 8,434 fortune teller mushrooms, 8,434 maple sap, and lastly 6,325 blackstone powder. Throwing all the ingredients in the cauldron and making sure my buffs are still active, let's get down to brewing these. If needing skilled medicine boxes, this is a perfect way to get those, but if you're like me and need Master or Guru, these are mainly used for the Elixir of Indignations. And before any Guru Alchemist jumps down in the comments all mad, this is not a guide on the best alchemy recipe to level or make billions. This is just a fun way to show you how I leveled my alchemy and make some money while doing it. You should just enjoy the game at your own pace. And speaking of enjoying the game, let me know down in the comments if you enjoy alchemy or if you want them to update it. With all the new updates that has already come to life skilling, I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. While you're down there, be sure to leave a like if you're enjoying the life skilling content here on the channel. And if you want to further support the channel, there's a new feature called the Super Thanks. Clicking this allows you to tip a one-time amount which changes the color of your comment to stand out in the comment section down below. This is a fun way to show your support while also showing me which videos you really like. Don't forget to share this video if you find it helpful. Just sharing this video on your social media alone helps support the channel, and I couldn't do this without you guys. Back to brewing all these elixirs. I know using the wolf's blood is used all the time to brew these, but trying to get the leather glaze from the stone rhinos out in Medea, I have thousands of rhinos blood, so I can sell the wolf's blood instead, considering they can make a lot more on the central market. If you're wondering how much leather glaze I did get, the answer is 2. Thousands of rhino blood, yet with how bad my RNG always is, I was only able to get less than 10. I'll have to head back out there and try maybe when I have 2k mastery and the new Agris heat gathering for the added blood. Much like the blood, I could have used the blue grade fortune teller mushrooms, but my workers were able to gather way more of the normal grade quality, and I don't want to use my fences, the time needed, and having to set up an alt just to breed and replant. Thousands of normal grade mushrooms can be gathered using workers in a course of days opposed to the special grade, even though it would require less. I wasn't too concerned about the maple sap. These can easily be collected in the thousands in a matter of days manually, and workers can gather these throughout the week while lumbering, making it easier to save up tens of thousands for later use. With maple sap being so close to Olivia and with the new shared storage, shipping them or riding back is super easy now. For the black stone powder, grinding those annoying unloved magic crystals provide nice amounts of powder, but for me, I tend to use illustrious gems I've mined for all the powder, but that depends on how bad my RNG is for me. If you've seen my episode on the stoneback crabs, you know how easy it is to obtain massive amounts without spending anything. It's a shame they nerfed the crabs and materials that could be gathered. I would have loved to get more materials while I was out here, but I think I have another area that can be used to get lustrous gems for more black stone powder. I'm not expecting the elixirs to make a lot with the prices fluctuating, but I could be wrong. Others could be doing the same thing but buying from the central market instead, so they could need these. I'm not even sure if these would be bought for the skilled medicine boxes, but with everything on the channel, there's only one way to find out if these are even worth selling. Fortunately, I'll be saving all these to be combined to make a lot more money than just selling these alone. But still, the low price makes me wish I could find all the coral crystal needed to make the elixir deep sea to make a lot more money. But don't worry, I plan to make an episode on that just to show you how much you can make. What I'm hoping for, however, though, is the mysterious catalyst. I could wear my manas to get these more, but I need the experience more than I do the byproducts. They will be nice for when I decide to start leveling an alt alchemist or just needing to get more contribution points in general. With how long alchemy takes, I'm not sure if I want to use it on my Shai or an alt to bypass this torture. Hitting my weight limit slows me down, but with the storage relatively close by, it's not too long, but I still take more time than I wanted to run around, and with needing to keep grabbing ingredients and dropping off the elixirs just means I have to take more time out to do alchemy. I should start saving all my loyalty points to increase my max inventory weight so I can keep life skilling longer, but with the price it takes, I'll be there a really long time. It's kinda like cooking or doing alchemy at beginners using the simple utensils or tools. When I have some time, I'll have to head out to the polyforest to farm some skill points to put into the weight skill, or just finally hit level 62. It's nice going from 1.7k to 2.4k weight limit, especially on the Shai with the already increased weight limit. And we know when it comes to life skilling, the more weight, the longer you can go ahead and life skill, and the more money you can make. Having the global buff of the alchemy experience, this makes leveling a tad bit easier, but we all know how long it takes to hit master alchemy, let alone hitting guru to just start purifying those lightstones without needing to spend hundreds to billions to get a lightstone combination. I'm looking at you, fundamentals of cooking lightstone combination. It's a shame there's no market manager here to speed up buying or selling alchemy materials. Having billions worth of ingredients here and 11 workers out gathering more would make it easier to list them and sell them easier, but having the shared storage does make that a little bit easier. I won't have to ride out to Velia, and I can be in Velia to list everything in the Olivia storage. Unless they make another area great for alchemy, I plan on keeping everything right here, and there are alchemy dailies here to speed up leveling or just a little extra silver while you're leveling alts. But with all the elixirs coming to an end and I don't have to keep running back and forth, it's time to head to Velia and get these listed to see how much I can make on the central market. Listing all the normal green grade human hunts will make about 150.6 mil, which was to be expected, but with the need for these to use later, I'm not too upset about it. Now, the blue grade will make about 129.3 mil, which is a lot better, but still nowhere near where the other recipes can make when listed. In total, for all the elixirs, I was able to make 280 mil. This isn't too bad when it comes to having my workers gathering most of the ingredients while I'm out gathering the harder ones for the workers to get, and the need to combine these with the Elixir of Frenzy and Destruction just to make the Elixir of Indignation means I won't worry about how much I'll make listing these. Though the value of both the Elixir of Human Hunt and Perfect Human Hunts aren't that high, making money using these just really depends on how many are listed on the central market, with the green grade having less being sold than the blues. This also flip-flops at random times, so be on the lookout. There are plenty of other elixirs that can be used to make a lot more money, but for starting out or making elixirs on a budget, this can be a quick way to make a little bit of money to keep going with buying alchemy ingredients or just life scaling gear. I hope this helps you start leveling alchemy or just wanting to start making those elixirs of indignations easier than before. I wish this could have made a lot more, but there are other life skills that can do just that, and just manually gathering the ingredients alone can make a lot of money. If you want to see another way to level those life skills or just want to see how to start making money in Black Desert Online, click this video here, and I will see you in the next episode of Life of a Shai, where I'll be brewing up more of those elixirs.